In today's video, Knights and Alchemists battle for juicy pigs and squigs as we play our latest game of Age of Fantasy Skirmish from one-page rules. Well, hi folks, and welcome to the channel. I'm Lee, your old hammered host. I'm here with Lynn.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're going to play another game of Age of Fantasy Skirmish from one-page rules. This is the skirmish version of their larger Age of Fantasy game. So in today's scenario, the Baronies of Lennar and the dreaded Alchemists of Durs are getting ready to celebrate the Feast of Maximum Occupancy. So each faction has gone out into the wilderness to try to collect pigs and squigs for the great feast. So as you can see, here is a feral pig right here. Here is William H. Squig, otherwise known as Mr. Bill, up there. And there's another feral hog down here. So they're going to be today's objectives, and our two factions will attempt to seize them and hold on to them until turn 4. Okay, we're going to jump right into it here, but before we do, let's take a moment and look at today's forces. So once again, we are using Confrontation Age of Ragnarok figures and army lists built on the Army Forge online app. Today's human forces are a combination of units from the Chivalrous Kingdoms army list and the regular human army list, since that seemed to work best for what we had. The humans are led by a battle master who we are calling a paladin in today's game. He's supported by 2 units of shiny gold foot knights, 2 elite swordsmen who operate independently, a hunter with scout and stealth, and finally a 3-man unit of longbowmen who can lob arrows up to 30 inches, though they are not super accurate. We use the Dark Elf army list to represent the dreaded Alchemists of Durs, since that seemed to be the best fit for them. The Alchemists are led by a powerful sorceress who will no doubt be terrorizing the poor humans with her battle magic. She is supported by 2 units of expendable clone warriors, 2 powerful guardians armed with halberds, 2 crossbowmen with repeating crossbows, and a fast-moving and vicious raptor warbeast.
I'm playing the wondrous Alchemists of Durs.
Yes, Lynn is the Alchemist of Durs. She analyzed the 2 data sheets and determined that the Alchemists seem to be the superior force. And yeah, they seem to have some advantages on paper, so we shall see. Okay, so we have pre-deployed here just to kind of move things along. Lynn's team has initiative, so she has set up the Alchemists over on this side of the board. And the Baronies of Lennar are over on this side, over here. And the objectives are right here, here, and here. So here is the sorceress right here, hiding behind this hedge. Here is a guardian with a halberd over here. Here is a lone crossbowman. They don't have quite the range of the longbowmen, but they're pretty accurate and they get 2 shots because it's a repeating crossbow. Here is the raptor. He can charge up to 16 inches, so he's pretty speedy. Over here in the shadow of this tree is a unit of warriors. And then over here we have a guardian with a halberd, a crossbowman, and another unit of warriors. On the opposite side of the board we have the great paladin. He is the battle master for this team. Here is a unit of 3 longbowmen. They have longer range than the crossbowmen, but they do not have quite the same proficiency. Here is a unit of foot knights, a master swordsman up here. Another unit of foot knights. Here is the hunter. He is deployed up here because he has scout, and then another master swordsman. So will the arms and armor of the baronies be able to defeat the dark sorcery of the alchemists? I have some serious concerns, but let's see what happens as the 2 teams fight for pigs and squigs in our latest game of Age of Fantasy Skirmish from one-page rules. Okay, the alchemists are activating first, so Lynn, who is going to activate on your side?
My crossbowman is going to run around the rock and shoot at your longbowman.
Okay, so we measured that, so he's going to move 6, and he has a range of 18, so he's going to use his repeating crossbow to shoot at the longbowman over here.
And he's got a quality of 4+.
Okay, 1 hit on the longbowman. So, defending on a 5+, and they don't. So 1 longbowman is killed at long range by that crossbow. So for their activation, the longbowmen are going to hop up here onto the rock. Oops.
They've been drinking a little bit.
They've been drinking. So the longbowmen here are going to shoot the alchemist there. 2 shots hitting on a 5+. 1 hit.
1 hit.
On the crossbowman.
Defend on a 5+. Come on, 5+.
Ha ha! Takes a wound, rolls on the wound chart.
Okay, so we want a low number. No.
Got a 5, added 1 for his wound, and he is killed. Die, filthy alchemist. So now it's the alchemist activation again, and what are you going to do?
I'm going to move my other crossbowman forward and try to take out your scout.
So he's moving up, going to use his repeating crossbow and shoot from way over here at the hunter on the rocks.
So because of his stealth, I hit on a 5+.
Right, the hunter has stealth, so that reduces your shooting ability by 1. 1 hit.
And I think he's got rending too.
Right, rending, so that's AP 4. So the hunter defends on a 6. No, takes a wound. Rolls on the wound chart. And he is stunned. So the hunter takes a wound, and he is stunned. Okay, so this unit of foot knights is going to rush up toward the squig. That should put them about there. So they are within 3 inches of the squig, so in the unlikely event that the squig is uncontested at the end of the round, they would be in a position to seize him, but I bet some alchemists are going to try to contest that squig. William H. Squig, otherwise known as Mr. Bell. And you have some warriors who would like to maybe contest that squig.
They might just go up and try to chase you off.
Okay, so the warriors might charge the foot knights. All right, no guts, no glory.
Exactly.
Plus, you can always grow some more in the vat if you lose your clones.
That's correct.
Send in the clones. So the clone warriors have rushed up to attack the foot knights. Okay, attacking on a 4+. 1 hit. Knights defend on a 4+. They don't. 1 knight is killed. The knights are going to fight back. So their quality is 4+. AP 1 though. 1 hit. Warrior needs a 6 to defend. Does not get it. 1 warrior is killed.
And they are both fatigued.
And both sides are fatigued. So the clones move back 1 inch, and it is a furious battle here at the steps of the stone staircase. All right, so now it is the barony's turn, and I think the paladin is going to move up toward this pig. So the battle master for the baronies has moved up to say hello to this feral hog. Okay, so this unit of warriors down here cannot quite reach the paladin over here, but they could contest the pig by getting within 3 inches of the pig. Okay, so the warriors are moving up toward the pig. So everybody wants the pig, and one added wrinkle we threw into the game here is that the objectives are going to move at random at the end of the round. So if they are not seized, they're going to kind of wander off one way or the other, and we don't know which way yet. Okay, now the baronies get to go, and I think this elite swordsman here, he's going to move up right next to the squig. Because squigs are a fine delicacy not only in the baronies, but in the underground labs of the alchemists. So for the alchemist's next activation, the sorceress is going to move up and try to cast a spell on the elite swordsman up here by the squig. So she's here under the canopy, and she is casting
Blade Storm. The spell activates on a 3+.
All right. Blade Storm. She Blade Stormed him. Okay, so the elite swordsman got Blade Stormed.
So he takes 4 automatic hits.
4 automatic hits. So that's 4 hits, defending on a 4+. And he takes 2 wounds. So he rolls on the wound chart, adds 2. And that's a 6, so he's out of there. Blade Storm. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Blade Storm. Okay, for the barony's activation, I think these foot knights here are going to rush around this way. So that puts them here behind this rock. Next, the alchemists get to go. All right, on the alchemist turn, you have a guardian here with a halberd, and he's going to move toward the feral hog.
So he just needs to be within 3 inches.
Right.
So he's going to go right here, under the tree.
And on the barony's turn, this elite swordsman here is going to move up 12 toward the hog. So the pig here is feeling a little bit threatened by all these armored dudes on either side. So for the Alchemist next activation, you have your Raptor here, and he is going to try to attack the Elite Swordsman over here by the pig. So the Raptor
is going to rush up
16 and charge the Elite Swordsman. So the Raptor gets 1 automatic hit for charging, then he has 2 more attacks, one of them with AP1, and that's the blue die.
Correct. And the Raptor hits on a 3+.
3+.
Ooh.
2 misses.
1 hit.
Oh, 1 automatic hit, right. That could have been much worse.
He was distracted by the pig.
That's right. Tasty wild hog. The Elite Swordsman defends on a 4+. And he does.
Is he going to attack back?
He's going to strike back.
I kind of figured.
With all his fury. Hitting on a 4+. He misses.
Yay! They're both fatigued.
They're both fatigued. So the Swordsman is fatigued. The Raptor is fatigued. Moves back 1 inch. So the Alchemists have 1 more unit to activate. That is this Guardian here with the Halberd.
And he's going to go and back up the warriors because he wants some squig for the feast.
He wants some squig. He's been waiting all year for a haunch of squig. So there is the Guardian right there. And finally, we forgot about the Hunter. He is stunned, but he can still activate, and so he is going to stand up and become unstunned on his turn. All right, so that is the end of round 1. Before we move the pigs and squigs, is any one of them captured? And no, this guy's contested, this guy's contested, and this little piggy over here is contested. So now they are all going to move randomly. So we'll say they will move 1 to 4 inches, so we'll roll a D8. So this first pig here, I'll roll it, you move him.
Okay.
Would be about 4 inches this way. He lets out a mighty squeal, and he runs this way.
Runs through the gauntlet.
The squig, 2 inches backwards.
Okay. He's getting out of sight.
Right. So the squig has run 2 inches that way. And finally, the last pig. 1 inch kind of this way. So he's still contested.
He's still contested.
So at the end of round 1, the Baronies have lost an Elite Swordsman, a Longbowman, and a Foot Knight. And the Alchemists have lost a Warrior and a Crossbowman. Going into round 2. All right, to increase the chaos, we're going to roll for initiative each round. So Lynn is the green die, and I'm the red die. So the Baronies activate first in round 2. Okay, it's kind of hard to see back here, but the Elite Swordsman is going to rush around this way and attack the Sorceress because she's too dangerous to leave alive. 1 attack, hitting on a 4+, and this is probably a fool's errand because she's a much better fighter than he is. He hits, though. AP2, so defending on a 6. No, takes a wound.
Takes a wound.
But she has 3. Is she going to fight back?
Of course.
Okay, she's fighting back.
Yeah, 3 attacks, AP2.
Right.
And hits on a 4+.
All right.
1 hit. AP2, though.
Defending on a 6. No, takes a wound. Rolls on the wound chart. And is stunned. So the Elite Swordsman is stunned. Okay, so the Crossbowman here could dispatch the Swordsman because he's stunned, but instead you're going to shoot. Okay, so the Crossbowman way over here is going to shoot the Hunter way over here. So 2 attacks from the crossbow guy.
5+ because of the stealth.
Right. 1 hit.
And he's got 1 wound already.
Hunter defends on a 5+. He does.
Ooh.
You're hoping to take him out.
I was.
Okay, so now it's my activation. So I think the Hunter is going to return fire on the Alchemist. Hitting on a 5+, so he could use a dollop of luck. Nope. He misses.
We're not very good shots. We're getting distracted by the hogs.
So after making some surgically precise measurements, the Sorceress has decided she can travel here, cast a spell on these guys and still be outside of charging range of some of the knights.
And hopefully the spell will hit because I want them gone.
What spell shall it be?
Blade Storm.
Blade Storm, a fan favorite.
Spell hits on a 3+.
Yes.
4 automatic hits.
4 automatic hits. So Blade Storm says it can target 2 units within 6 inches, but it doesn't really say whether that's 6 inches of each other or 6 inches of the sorceress, but I guess we'll just say blades start raining down, and so that's going to take out the elite swordsman. And these other guys take 4 hits, and they need to defend on a 4+. 3 wounds. So one knight is gone. The other one takes 2 wounds, rolls on the wound chart, and he is stunned. So that hurt. So the longbowmen, seeing the carnage over there by the stone circle, yell out, "Holy crap!" and loose a couple of arrows toward the sorceress. They're not very good shots, but they will try their best. So, hitting on a 5+. No hits.
No hits. They were more tipsy than I thought.
So the Alchemists, what are they going to do?
So the warriors are going to run up and stomp on your swordsman.
He's stunned with 2 wounds, so they put him out of his misery.
It was a mercy killing.
Okay, I think the Paladin is going to unleash some righteous fury on this group of warriors over here, so he charges in and attacks. He's not quite as deadly as the sorceress, but he's still the best brawler on the table. So 3 attacks, AP 3, quality of 4+. So let's see what happens. 2 hits.
2 hits.
AP 3, so you defend on a 6.
Yep, so not much worse than what they normally defend on anyway. All right, come on, defend yourself. No!
2 die.
Okay.
All right, so the 1 warrior remaining attacks back. 4+. The clones are pretty good fighters. 6, he hits. Defending on a 4+, he does.
He does.
Backs up 1 inch. Everybody's fatigued. Okay, the alchemists get to go now, and you're going to have one of these guardians here attack the champion, attack the paladin.
Gonna charge right in.
Charge.
Take a swing.
Okay, 1 attack with rending.
AP1.
AP1.
Hit on a 3+.
3+. No!
Are you going to attack back?
Yes, I hit on a 6 though because I'm fatigued. No hits. Sentinel backs up. He's fatigued. So now the baronies get to activate. I have a unit of foot knights. They're going to charge over here at these warriors and try to kill them. So charge. So it's a big fight right here at the base of the stone circle. So 3 foot knights, quality 4+, AP1. So 3 attacks. Come on, guys. 3 hits.
Ooh, that's a lot of hits.
AP1, so I think you need a 6.
All right.
Their defense is a little lacking, so they need a 6. 1, but that's not enough. 1 warrior's killed, the other one takes a wound, rolls on the wound chart, adds 1. Dead! That makes me feel a little better.
But you're fatigued.
But I'm fatigued. So the alchemists get to go, and you're thinking the raptor here is going to charge these foot knights. He can charge 16, so can he make it?
Yep.
Okay. So the raptor charges in, rampages in, and attacks the foot knights, who are fatigued. 1 automatic hit for charging. Attack. 2 hits, 1 AP1. So they defend on a 4+ and a 5+. Both. They got them both. They're going to attack back on a 6. 1 hit.
1 hit. All right.
That's all we need, really. AP1.
So he defends on a 5+. Defends.
So he backs up 1 inch. It's too bad we didn't kill him. That would have been great. Okay, so now it's the baronies. Do I have anybody left? I don't think so. Do you have anybody left? All right. Now the alchemists get to go. I think you have 1 unit left. That is this, what is he? A guardian over there. And he is going to say hello to the pig. So at the end of round 2, the paladin has actually collected a pig because these guys aren't close enough to contest it. The sorceress has collected a juicy squig because there's no one there to contest it. And this guardian here also collects a tasty morsel in the form of a juicy pig. Okay, we head into round 3, and I suspect this might be the last round. Normally we go to round 4, but if it appears to be a blowout, then we'll just go to round 3. So the casualties so far going into round 3, the baronies have lost 3 foot knights, 2 swordsmen, and a longbowman. And the alchemists have lost 1 unit of warriors, 2 more warriors out of another unit, and 1 crossbowman. And that's a lot of clones, but that's okay. The alchemists can just fire up the vat and grow some more.
I would like initiative this time.
And, oh, the baronies get a 6. What shall we do with our precious initiative? Man, there are a lot of targets, aren't there?
There are.
I have a feeling the sorceress would like to blade storm a bunch of people. So we kind of lucked out by winning initiative. So these swordsmen, as much as they would like to try to kill the raptor, they are going to charge the sorceress because she is the most dangerous unit on the board. So charge! Plus she has their juicy squig. Surrender the squig!
Oh no, Mr. Bill!
Oh no, Mr. Bill. William H. Squig, otherwise known as Mr. Bill. So it is the Battle of Tiny Round Top here. So 3 foot knights hitting on a 4+.
All ones.
Let's hope not. And 2 hits.
2 hits, all right.
AP 1.
Okay, so she needs a 6.
6 to defend.
1.
1. So 1 hit goes through. And now the sorceress is down to a single wound. The sorceress fights back. She gets 3 attacks, AP 2.
1 hit.
1 hit. AP 2, defending on a 6. No. 1 foot knight is killed.
And they move back 1 inch.
Move back 1 inch. Now the alchemists get to activate, and it appears that the sorceress is on the move. I see you're going to blade storm both the champion and the foot knights at the same time. Spell activates on a 3+. A 1 would be nice. And it's a 1, so the spell fizzles.
That was evil.
So the spell fizzles. Yay!
Okay, what are you going to do now?
I think it's time for a battle of the champions. So the paladin is going to rush over here and charge the sorceress. So he has 3 attacks, hitting on a quality of 4+, AP 3. Give it a good shake. 1 hit. AP 3. 6+ to defend. No! Takes a wound. The sorceress rolls on the wound chart and adds 3, but she needs to roll an 8 or more to be eliminated. She's stunned. So she is stunned. Can't attack back. And now the alchemists get to go. So what are the alchemists going to do?
My raptor is going to charge your champion.
Okay, so the raptor goes barreling through the hedges and charges the champion. Gets 1 automatic hit. Blue is the AP 1. 1 hit, 2 hits.
But no AP.
So the Battlemaster defends on a 4+. And he does. He's going to fight back even though it's on a 6 because he's fatigued. No hits.
No hits. I move back 1 inch.
Raptor moves back 1 inch.
What are you going to do?
Okay, so who's left? You have a crossbowman here,
Mm-hmm.
a sentinel here.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a hunter way back here, and I got my longbowman. I suppose the longbowman here will attempt to pick off this warrior over here. Hitting on a 5+. 1 hit.
Defending on a 5+.
No! Takes a wound, rolls on the wound chart, and he's out of there. Poink! They picked him off. So that is these guys. So you have a crossbowman down here, and what's he going to do?
Crossbowman is going to move around the hedge and shoot at your champion.
Shoot at the champion. So the crossbowman is back here, and the champion is right there. 2 shots, hitting on a 4+. 1 hit. So you got a 6, so that's rending.
AP4.
AP4. So he needs a 6. Didn't get it, takes a wound. So the paladin takes a wound from the crossbow bolt. So the hunter is going to try to pull a fast one here. He is going to hop onto the rock, and he's going to try to shoot the sorceress who is stunned. She will probably get some cover, though, but he's going to try to shoot her anyway. If he hits, he'll eliminate her.
Yep.
But he needs a 6. So he's shooting down over here, needs a 6, and he's imagining the tasty squig he's going to get if he pulls this off. No, he misses. So the guardian right here doesn't care for those shenanigans, so he is going to race up the rocks and attack the hunter, taking his pig with him. Hits on a 3+. Hits. So that was rending because it was a 6, so that's AP4. Hunter needs a 6 to defend. Doesn't get it. Rolls on the wound chart. And gets a 5, so he is eliminated for lobbing a musket ball at the sorceress.
Yes.
So that is almost the end of round 3, but there is 1 alchemist guardian left.
He's going to attack your champion.
So he's attacking the paladin. 1 attack on a 3+. Hits. Defending on a 4+. So he got a 5, even though that was AP1, he defended. He's going to attack back on a 6 because he's fatigued. Take a horrible revenge. 1 hit on the guardian. AP3, so defending on a 6. No, takes a wound. Rolls on the wound chart. He's gone. Okay, so way to go, Battlemaster. And at the end of the round, the squig is going to try to run away. Squig runs 2 inches, kind of that way. Because of course he would.
Because of course he would. Run away.
So the juicy squig is hopping away.
Yep.
Okay, so this next initiative roll for round 4
Is very important.
is very important. Right now it's tied 1 pig to 1 pig with a juicy squig on the loose. So the baronies have 1 pig here, the alchemists have 1 pig here, and there is a juicy squig on the loose. So going into round 4, rolling for initiative. Ooh, it's a tie. Come on, baronies. No, say it isn't so. Alchemists get initiative. So the sorcerers can stand up, become unstunned. So the Battlemaster attacks the sorceress. So no one was able to dispatch her while she was stunned, so she's back on her feet, but the paladin is attacking. So 3 attacks. 4+, AP3. 3 hits.
Oh.
The sorceress defends on a 6. She's already taken 3 wounds. She blocks 1 of the hits, but takes 2 more wounds.
Yeah, not looking good.
So 5 wounds, rolls on the wound chart,
Really low, really low.
and she's out of there. Poor sorceress. Okay, alchemists, you're up. So the crossbowman moves back into the trees so he can shoot the foot knights, but perhaps not be charged himself. Okay, so the crossbowman way back here is shooting these 2 foot knights here. 2
Hitting
shots.
on a 4+.
4+,
2 hits.
Defending on a 4+. Blocks 1, so 1 foot knight is killed. I suppose this foot knight will charge the raptor.
Okay.
So the lone foot knight charges down off the hill, attacks the raptor, hits on a 4+. You know, at some point we should have checked for morale, but I guess we haven't been doing that.
No, we haven't.
That's okay. It's
Because
feasting
it's
time.
the feast.
It's time for the feast, so no morale checks. He hits.
So defending on a 5+. No.
No, takes a wound.
Rolls on the wound chart. Just stunned.
The raptor is stunned. So the foot knight activated and the raptor is wounded and stunned. So the alchemists get to go and you have a guardian here with a pig. And what's he going to do?
He's going to jump down and protect the pig, because that's the most important thing.
That's right. He doesn't want to return back home empty-handed.
No.
Okay, so there was an alchemist with a pig. He activated. And I think the final unit to activate in round 4 are these longbowmen. And what they're going to do is kind of hop down here, sort of move this way, and shoot at the raptor. They're going to courageously shoot at the raptor when he's stunned. So they're shooting over this way, hitting on a 5+, and 1 hit.
That's all it takes?
That's all it takes, and the raptor is killed.
The gongs sound. The feast is beginning.
That's right. The gongs and the chimes and the flutes and the horns are all sounding, and so our hunters have to go back to the village. So that is the end of the game, and the paladin has 1 pig under 1 arm, and as luck would have it, he is within 3 inches of this squig, and there's no one contesting it. So he gets the squig as well. So he's going to be the hero of the Great Feast.
He is definitely the hero of the Great Feast.
And the alchemists will have to make do with a regular old pig roast. Perhaps they'll have a luau, but they do have 1 feral hog to dine upon. So here at the end of the game, I guess it's easier to show the survivors than the casualties. So the baronies have 2 longbowmen who were drinking all game, but they survived to the end. The paladin, who had 1 wound and 1 foot knight, and the alchemists have a guardian and a crossbowman, and they collected 1 pig for their troubles, and the baronies have a pig and a squig. So there will be much feasting.
There will be much feasting, and not as many people to share in the feast.
That's right, that's right. They have thinned out the number of people who will be attending the Great Feast. Okay, folks, that is a wrap on today's game, and I'm actually a little surprised the baronies survived because the sorceress was blade storming up a storm, but fortunately for us, her spell fizzled at an inopportune time, and that turned the tide. Anyway, folks, thanks as always for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll be back soon with some more tabletop wargaming madness, but until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.